Good morning, and it's a big weekend coming up this weekend. So we might get into it and start with Randwick Race 2. You won't get a good dividend for this one, but let's face it, number one Profiteer is going to be very, very hard to beat. Its two wins have both been very good, and even though Animo was a good finish last start, nevertheless, 5-length winner at Randwick and a just under 3 lengths winner at Flemington. The difference is, of course, we're going 1,200, but no reason to think that it wouldn't be able to do that. So let's stick with Profiteer. I probably won't back it. It's going to be way too short, I imagine. So we're going to move on to Flemington, and we'll do the 4 legs of the quaddie just to see how we go. All right, in race 6, Serious Suspect, there's a serious possibility in this. But you're probably going to have to take a few because if you look here in our first 6 runners, it's a wide open betting market. It does look like this one is predicted to be favourite, September Run. It ran second last start to Nature Strip, obviously a very good run. Nature Strip seems to have come back this time. Well, remains to be seen. He'll be running in Flemington at Randwick this weekend, and we'll get our chance to see if he can hold his form. Okay, but Serious Suspect is a very good runner. It's had 3 wins and 5 other placings here at this track as a last start winner at Flemington. Over this course and distance, barrier 14, the barriers don't mean too much here because we absolutely do not know what the wind speed and so on is going to be. So sometimes barrier 14 can be the best place to be in a field like this, and sometimes the worst, just depending on which way the wind is blowing. However, I'm sure Jamie Carr will have figured it out before the race, and we'll go on from there. So that's the one that would be excellent to be on an each-way basis at least, because it will be hard to beat. If we move along to the next horse, Tory is also a Flemington winner, not last start. You could say disappointing last start, but only beaten 1.1 lengths. And Curry takes the ride this time, and we certainly know that Curry can ride a winner or two. Once again, 11 starts at this track for 4 wins and 3 starts this course and distance. Once again, going to be hard to beat. Camel Pass is another one we've got equal rated with that, and you notice there's quite a good range of prices in here. So if you do get on the winner, you're going to get a good price, no doubt about that. And back in October, Camel Pass finished second, only beaten the neck. Joe Torax on board today, barrier 15 outside Jamie Carr. Last couple of runs were at Morfettville and Caulfield, but has good form at Flemington, as you can see, has won this course and distance. That was a Group 2. They didn't go very fast that particular day in October. But still, 3 starts at the track for 2 wins and a place. What can you do? September Run, well, we know about September Run. Second at Nature Strip, as I said, and so far 4 starts at the track for 3 wins and a second. And he's going to be very effective. Craig Williams has taken the ride. Prague comes next in the list, third at Randwick last start. Hasn't actually won here at Flemington, but it was a good run back in the 12th September. That's something we don't know what she's going to be like, and she's 16, so a lot of the main chances are drawn fairly wide. And the last one we're going to look in this set is Standout, who was unplaced last start at in the Oakley Plate behind Portland Sky. Hasn't had any good form since early in September, ran a couple of good ratings at Randwick. So on balance, this is one that I'd possibly leave out. So even if you're backing those 5 at the prices that are going to be available, you're going to get a good chance of being on the winner. And the only shorter price one predicted is going to be September Run. So I'd take that top 5 and have those in the first leg of your quaddie. You should go very close, if not winning it. In race 7, haven't had a real good look at this one, but I do think Quantum Mechanic is going okay, is a superior rating last start. That was at Flemington. This track, once again, it was a benchmark 78, but nevertheless, it's not a huge rise to go to a Group 3 when you're in such good form. And last start winners go very well, as you are well aware. Okay, in race 8 now, I love Best of Days. It's taken a long while to get into the position where you've got a lot of respect for it. It only just passed, with that win, it only just passed 15% winners. It's always been a matter of getting into the right race. I'm not particularly keen on barrier 17, but this horse does go forward. Should be able to get in a good position, especially with Luke Nolan on board. Probably going as well as he ever has. So we'll race forward, and that can be a good thing here at Flemington. Okay, Angel of Truth. Now, back this last start, I was a little bit disappointed, but when you realise it was only beaten just over a length, and its form goes good in the Group 1 at Randwick last October, was only beaten less than a half length. All right, and of course, Mr. Pike from WA is on board, and no better jockey around at the moment, but we'll be on a better chance tomorrow, and I'm probably going to think that I might have a little bit each way on this one, just on the off chance. If he runs up to these ratings that she had last preparation, a 66, then a 67 before that third over 2400, this run has been geared with 1400 and 1800 to get into it, and maybe it might not be slowly away this time and jump with the field, and he might get closer to the win at the end. Shared Ambition and, of course, Paradis. Really like Paradis. This mare was a good winner at Caulfield last start. One at the Gold Coast. I've actually had 2 wins in a row on this one. If we go back to Flemington over the same distance, this goes back to the 7th of November. Just beaten a nostril there, and certainly in form. 15 starts for 6 wins. Okay, so we might leave it at that, although 50 stars, second last start. Also one that I quite fancy, 10 wins from 29, 4 from 11 at Flemington. Not a last start winner, but nothing wrong with being beaten a neck. As a matter of fact, we can't leave any of those top 5 out, I wouldn't think. And if you go down here, there are probably some more. Homesman's another one that would be a bit of a chance. A very hard race, but I'd like to be on Angel of Truth each way. And as I said, Best of Days is in its best form for now. Interesting. Race 9, not a fabulous race. This is a Group 2, the CUNY Stakes. A few chances in this. I would have to actually go down, and probably, even though Personal is second up from a spell, I wouldn't mind having a go at it second up. It ran second up last time. Goes all right at Flemington, as you can see, and it's going to be a very hard race. You're going to find it very, very difficult to leave too many of these out. So you're going to have to put Personal in. If I put it back and take away the penalty from it, which I might do, I can change that so it goes to a 5.9. And let's see where it rates once we take off that penalty. It's one of the advantages, of course, of using GTX. That takes it right to the top. And it's something we've got to include there. So it does mean we probably have to leave out Yes Baby Yes, which was a good last start winner. That was at a Caulfield, but if you look at the overall ratings, they haven't been too great. So while it did win last start, and it was a Group 2, and a good win, not too hot at Flemington so far. Okay, that's all we've got for you. I do hope you get amongst the winners this weekend. Good luck, and thanks for watching.